Hello, people. I was not going to do a live today, but one of the people in this chat room talked to it. And I decided to do a live. I was just going to drop a video, but they said, you know what? Let's do a live. So I'm going to do a live today. Now, yesterday here in Texas, we had very bad windstorms. Electric was out, towers went down. So internet's dragging a little bit. There's nothing I could do about it. So if it happens, people, I apologize. But there's some things I want to talk about. First of all, the way doxing is going on a regular basis right now is pretty disgusting. And when you can just put someone's phone number up out of the blue without thinking twice about it, I'll give you an example. I'll show you right now. Okay, 1 second, please. 7 o'clock this morning, this was put up. Tom Lavecchia's number. For no reason. Just because he was pouting and having a little baby storm. I mean, is that what it's become now? It's that easy to put someone's phone number up? I mean, it's getting ridiculous, people. And for the people that follow people like this and you egg it on and you think it's funny, it's not funny. Especially when, you know, Tom Lavecchia is a father. And listen, I've had my issues with Tom Lavecchia, but let me tell you this much. First, he's a father. He has a couple kids. He's married. He puts his phone number out. His phone number's put out there. So this morning, he gets about 40 phone calls. Right away, 40 phone calls. Do we think that's okay? I mean, is this how low we've become? Where we could just do this? Let me put on my headset. That would be good. Okay. If you guys can't hear me, let me know. So is that what we've become? Where we could just put shit out there like it's nothing? And then to threaten people physically, when you start threatening federal officials, what happens is you get arrested. You cannot go after federal officials. Now, if you read how many times people have been locked up for threatening judges, who is stupid enough to threaten a judge? A federal judge. When that shit happens, people, that's when they start shutting YouTube down. This genre right here. When we start going after people like that, there's something wrong with that. And I want to make you guys are aware of who Johnny Mac is. Johnny Mac has been running around acting like a tough guy lately. And he basically said, he's been threatening me, telling me that him and Tony are going to take me apart and stuff. Does Johnny Mac understand that there's much tougher people in this arena than he is? Who the fuck is Johnny Mac? You know? And you know what it's like, people, when you try to be someone's friend and you defend them in chat rooms and you're battling all the time, and part of you's telling you that you know it's wrong. You're protecting this person. And yet you do protect this person. And then what does this person do? Every time he has a show, he goes after me with little wise remarks. In the beginning, I forget about it. I let it slide over my head. Then he comes on my show with a bad mic, and literally I cannot run a show that night because of him being on it. And then on top of that, I go to Johnny Mac and I tell Johnny Mac, hey, listen, you got to tell Tony to get a better mic and to get on some medication. And so what does Johnny Mac do? He goes running to Tony like a little bitch and starts trouble. But that's fine. You know why? I don't need Tony as my buddy or as my friend. Tony is toxic. Tony is going to bring down a lot of people. Who's ever associated with Tony right now is going to be brought down because Tony has some major issues going on right now. You cannot be threatening federal officials. So, people, if you think this is normal and this is the way this is going to be accepted, it's not going to be accepted. When he went after 9/11, I stepped to the side. I said, okay, no problem. Okay, I forgive him. Then he went after the troops. Okay. And people kept saying to me, Lee, you're an asshole. Get away from this guy. And what did I do? I tried to give him the benefit of a doubt. Then I would go on shows and people would attack him and I would literally battle for him. And the next day, Tony would say to me, thank you, Lee. Thank you for taking up for me. And then he would turn on me. So, Tony, you're on your own. If you want to come after me, you can come after me. But I'm not going to have to worry. You have enough problems, Tony. You got the feds looking at you now. You cannot threaten federal judges. Federal judges that sit on Supreme Courts. You threaten a judge that sits, two of your clowns, and we know both their names, literally threaten a judge that sits on the New Jersey Supreme Court. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, matter of fact, Lee Coltrane too. Hey, Lee, you need to get away from these scuzzy losers. You're right. I should have never been involved with it. I'm going to do my show. If someone comes at me, I'm going to go back at them. But the reality is, listen, I don't like FBS, but at least FBS has somewhat of a show. Tony's show is getting in his fucking car and brutalizing people, not even attacking people, brutalizing them. So, John Wolf, Tony threatened a judge. Yeah, Tony threatened a judge. Two people threatened a judge's life. That isn't like maybe that really happened. I don't want to be a person like that because when shit goes down, shit's going to go down because you're bringing the FBI in now. And the FBI, the feds are already watching these channels. So, the feds are watching these channels and think about it. I don't have to give you no proof. If you don't think I have enough proof, go back and simp for Tony. Joey Dimes, you're, attacking families. You're right. I mean, here, guys, that I've been hit really hard, and I've done some things I shouldn't have done. But this is like, what's going on now? It's like, are you kidding me? And the lies coming out of people's mouths to set up other people is bullshit. So I'm not going to have no part of doing with this. That's it. When this guy goes down, I don't even want to be near him. All these shows are recorded by the feds. The feds hear everything we're saying, people. They know what we're saying. They know what we're doing. And it's only a matter of time. As for the feds things, I don't think it's happening. I know for a fact it's happening. Very reliable sources on this. So, just pick up an article of any time a federal judge is threatened. and what happens to people. It's automatically 40 months in jail. 40 months. No hesitation. And you can't run from the feds. When the feds are looking for you, they will find you. They'll find you in 5 minutes. So, Tony Pizza, I learned the hard way. I always gave him credit and called him a lot smarter, but gosh almighty. And his little buddy there, I can't think of his buddy's name, but he's going to wind up going down with him because he's there defending him. And then the other day they said, oh, let's unsub from Lee. I lost a couple subs. What do you fucking do? And I got them all back. John, you can't find it because he takes them all down. Whenever he makes threats, he takes them down. But you know who got them? The feds got them. They record everything. You can't take them down from the feds. John, you might be right. You might be right. They might. I don't think they can because of constitutional law. Why should they take down shit that ain't doing anything wrong? You might have, say, myself or FBS or Jimmy swearing and cursing at each other, but we're not doing this shit. Grand Calder, FBS makes me sick. So does Tony. Stick with Lee and push the crowd and Vinny and Joe. Listen, I'm going to be attacked tonight by these two fucking clowns. The one clown with 300 subs and the other one who's so mean. The man is so mean. His exact words. Let's see his exact words. This is what he said about Smokin' Tommy's death. Funny how God takes out my enemies. He said it this morning. He has a video up right now that says that. If you need proof on that, John, just go look at his show. It says it right there. Funny how God takes out my enemy. Him mocking Tommy. I mean, how much of this are we supposed to take? I mean, there's a limit. We know it can only go so far. And for some reason, he's under the assumption that he has 1,000, 2,000 people. He has about 30 people that are, and they all got wrenches, and they all sit in his room, and they all praise him like a bunch of, like Raji. They all praise him like he's some kind of saint. And he's an evil man. He's evil. And he can say whatever he wants about me. I'm not going to let him take down my channel with the shit he says. Every time I've interviewed him on here, I always get nervous because I never know what he's going to say. Then he says, well, the only time he gets 3,000 views is when I'm on. People, go look at my videos. You know how many 3,000 videos I have well before he came along? I got videos with 30, 20, 30,000, 25,000, 20,000 views before this guy was even around. But I'm not going to give up who I am as a person to mock a man who dies. Who does that? Tommy was a ball buster and stuff. He came in this show and bust my balls, and I was, why are you always so negative? But you know what I found out about Tommy? Tommy was on all sorts of medication. He was a very sick man. And I talked to his wife yesterday, and his wife was telling me a few things about what happened with Tommy. And then I have another podcaster that goes, oh, we can't believe anything Lee says. How do we know he spoke to his wife? It's like, really, dude? So, Tommy had the last week of his life was a very, and Tommy suffered immensely. That's what his wife said. He didn't go peacefully. It took him a long time to die. I mean, and he laid in bed, and when you get to a certain point and you start dying, your body shuts down slowly, and that's what happened with Tommy. And I'm not going to get into any of the things Tommy said about another podcaster because it's not worth it at this point. I mean, Tommy died. Let's leave it at that. And, he was a regular on these shows. He was like one of us, all of us guys. We get together, we fight, we argue, and we put our stuff in there in the chat room. Sometimes we get blocked and then we come back. But that, Tommy was one of us. I believe that Josie was doing a show on him, so you should go. Josie actually knows more about this than me because she spoke to the wife also, and Josie actually knew he was dying a week ago, and she kept it pretty quiet. And just so you do know that. Detroit Dan, the FBI already does not like right-wing guys. Add in criminals who's attacking judge, forget about it. So you said it right, especially a New Jersey judge, that sits on the Supreme Court. I mean, sometimes people think they're smarter than what they are. If the feds are watching these channels, it's a waste of taxpayer money. Vikings, the reason the feds are watching these channels is because they're solving crimes. Because of these channels, they solved the crime that Frankie Pasqua, he changed his story on. So Frankie Pasqua basically said gave different evidence online than he did when he was talking to the FBI. And Frankie Pasqua got a deal from the FBI. But then when he came online, Frankie Pasqua said it was his father that did the killing. So you got innocent guys like I believe Stephen Correa. Correa is in jail. Because he was. A lot of people said they were framed for those murders, and Frankie Pasqua is saying, "Yeah, maybe they were." So the FBI is embarrassed, and same with John Panisi. He did the same thing. So the FBI are going to watch these. Are going to watch these. I mean, Gene Barillo's looking at going back to prison if he fucks up again, because of these channels. Luckily I'm not a federal criminal. I don't think FBS is a federal criminal. Tony's not a federal criminal yet. But, it's Thursday, FBS shower and shave day. He looks like he stinks lately. Well, dude, people say the same shit about me, so I'm not going to say that about FBS. So, John Wolf, Tony Pizza was never anything but Tony Pep's errand boy. I'm still waiting for his story, John. I don't even think he has a story. Tony should just do a story on being homeless for 19 years and sitting on a street corner. Where's the story? Every time there's a story, Tony has a reason for not giving his story. Here's the difference, Lee. You can admit when you're wrong and apologize. Everyone else doubles down and never accepts their mistakes. God almighty, subscribers, I've made so many mistakes. I mean, I make mistakes every day in this. I made mistakes getting involved with a homeless man in a car. I should have never done that. If you're a homeless man in the car for 20 years, there's a reason. Lee, you record everything. No, actually, I don't, Mobland. But if you call me, I will definitely record your ass. Okay. You need therapy, bro, for real. So do I, even for watching this. It's pathetic. That bastard just. That's a good one, my man. But see, here we'll let you write that. I'll read that here. See, if you go down on another channel, you'll have a guy named Carlos Munoz block your ass. But I'll let you say that here. FBS will call the police on him for sure. No one has to call the police on Tony. Tony's being watched. He's his own worst enemy. That's what it comes down to. For the last 2 days, I've kept my mouth shut, and I hoped that Tony would just shut up and not talk about me. And what did he do for 2 days? Him and that fucking clown friend of his? All they did was talk shit. 2 days. And you guys know me. Do you think I'm going to take that from them guys? Sometimes people think they're more powerful than they are. Nobody, Sammy Gravano, Michael Francis, those guys are powerful in this genre. Even Jimmy Calandra. The rest of us, no, we're not. If you have below 5,000 subs, you're not powerful. Even below 10,000 subs. Hey, listen, I'm going to drop the link. If anybody wants to come in, and that means anybody, you're welcome. Come on. Okay. Anybody but assholes can come in. If you're an asshole, I'm just going to knock you right out. There it is, people. You want to grab that link and come in? Feel free. And that includes you too, John Wolf. My buddy, my friend this week. Next week, that could change. It depends. When John, if he gets up on the wrong side of the bed, John Wolf gets up on sides of the beds like, I hate Lee today. I hate FBS today. He never gets up on the same side of the bed. If FBS got money from Smokin Tommy, then he was under medication and near death. He should send the money to Tommy's widow. I can't answer that. Anthony, the best thing for you to do is to ask him. I mean, I'm not going to make accusations like that. What was the threat? Two people contacted. Two people, they know both their names. Tony Simps got a hold of and literally made threats toward the judge. But here's where they messed up. They didn't realize that she was a federal judge that sat on the New Jersey Supreme Court. So when people tell you to threaten people, you better know damn well who you're threatening. Because you say they are in this chat, but they are in your chats. Well, John, I don't know what you're saying. You've been very negative, but that's okay, John. We'll let you stay here. We won't zap you out. Rami's become pathetic. Rami, I thought he was a nice guy. But talk about a fanboy. Between Johnny Mac and Rami, I got a feeling that they both want to sleep on one side of them in a motel room. And Johnny Mac, if you're watching, remember this. You got your 300 subs. And I battled with Josie, and you're no Josie. So if you're going to enter the waters with me, Johnny Mac, you think you're such a badass? It's a bad move, kid. Well, not kid, you're like 45 years old. You're 45 years old, and you're in love with a homeless man in a car. Okay, please use names. Please don't use names. Yeah, don't use names, please. Yes, Joey Dimes. Tony did it to himself. I've done things to myself here that made it bad for me for a while. And we all do it. But see, Tony's the type of guy that will not admit when he's wrong. He'll just keep going with it. And that's one of the big problems with Tony. And I tried so hard to like the man. And then he would say something negative about me, then call me up and say, hey, Lee, I have to do that just to make, keep people happy. I say, okay, you could do it, Tony. And then when he had that clown guy that's in love with him do that crap to me, it's like, okay. And all I did, people, was say, Tony needs to get a new mic and be on medication. Am I lying? Does Tony need to be on medication? You know what the shame part is? Something simple like Wellbutrin or something can make people okay. But when you don't want to take medication and it's obvious that you have a lot of major mental issues, you're only going to get worse. And eventually they're going to come get you and they're going to lock you up and you're going to spend the rest of your life in a mental institution or in a prison. That's what's going to happen. Right now, I can hear Johnny Mack. He's on the phone talking to Tony. Oh yeah, we got to go after them, And Tony's probably saying, "Yeah, I'll go on right now." If the feds don't have them, FBS will give them to the feds. Oh, Blue Eyes, how are you, sir? Let's see. I'm trying to read as much today. This is about you guys today. Hey, nobody has the balls to come in here today. I put an invite out there. Come on, guys. Don Wolf, you don't want to come in here? You don't want to be a star for 5 minutes? Okay, there it is. I'm seeing a lot of anti-Johnny Mack things in here today, like Johnny Mack the loser. Johnny Mack right there. Johnny Mack, this is just the beginning, Johnny Mack. Come back to the right side, Johnny. Because right now you're on the wrong side. I will take a bullet for my man. He would. He definitely would. They can't take our freedom of speech. Yeah. Well, they have. Welcome to the new America. They've been taking a lot of our freedoms of speech. Just like they take down white supremacist videos and such. John, really? Fucking John. Okay, bad boys, who you going to call when they come for you? Bad boys. And they're gonna. It's only a matter of time. I am shocked that his channel hasn't been taken down yet. I am shocked because of the things he has done. I mean, the guy has 3-4 lives a day. Who the hell can do that? His life right now is being online here. This is his life. All of a sudden, this man has been homeless for years, probably broke most of his time, and all of a sudden he has a way to get money. So instead of him like getting the money and being cool about it, he's getting the money and being a bully. Okay. John the Small Hat. I got to see who you look like or who you are, John the Small. Bad boys. Okay. And now, John the Small Hat. Hey, what you doing, handsome?
Well, I'm surprised. This genre is full of informants and tattletales. It's Christmas time. People want some extra money. It's just a matter of time before somebody tells on Tony Pizza. And it's one thing if they monitoring it, but if they actually get calls and complaints, then they're going to do something about it.
So what do you think about?
It's going to be interesting to see what unfolds in the next few days.
Well, John, listen, you've had trouble with the feds.
Of course.
Let me ask you a question. You're known with the feds, John. So let me ask you a question. Would you threaten a federal judge?
Strong, you want black? Okay.
Would you threaten a federal judge?
Huh?
Would you threaten a federal judge?
Oh, no way. I mean, what you going to get out of that? It's not going to put any money in your pocket. Everybody's going to think you're stupid. Nobody's going to respect you. I mean, well, I don't see what the point is with that. You know, if you really want to harass a judge, is you learn how to practice law and you just start filing a bunch of frivolous, petty lawsuits, and you do it in his division, and you just, you know, troll him, right? You go to the courthouse and troll him right to his face, you know? You do something like that. You don't
So
just
how?
threaten him.
So do you see?
You know, you waste his time, you
Tony
jerk
coming
his chain, but you don't threaten him.
So John, after this show tonight, do you see Tony coming after me?
Do I see what?
Tony coming
You keep
after me
cutting out.
after this? Huh?
Do I see Tony what? Getting in trouble over this?
No, coming after me after this show.
You keep cutting out, Lee.
No, that's you cutting out.
Oh no, that guy's all talk.
I can barely see your face.
And
It's
you know what?
It's that
You know,
Louisiana.
Can
It's
you
that
hear me?
Louisiana. It's that Louisiana cable.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so the feds told you they got proof who said that Lee be Pacific? Are you just
Tony,
crying, Scott?
looks like if you hit him, like he's really not out of shape, flabby. I'm just mean he's just like he doesn't take care of himself properly, and you know you can't act like a tough guy and be tough. He's 55 years old. He smokes cigarettes. Lee, if it come down to it, he's not going to hurt you.
Oh, I'm not worried about that.
I mean, seriously.
He's hurting him. He's hurting himself. Hey,
But
John.
I don't see him driving out there. If he goes to, if some Yankee from New York, wait a minute, he's in trouble.
Hey, John. That Michelangelo's that you have on your
I'm gonna
avatar
come back on.
is actually
It keeps
very
cutting
good.
out. I'm gonna jump off and come back on. Can you hear me?
Okay, sure. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's a compliment, Walter Cronkite. A lot of these guys don't even know who Walter Cronkite is. Good to see my guys.
I got
in
bad
here.
reception.
Okay, it's a Louisiana thing. This is just an old man moaning about something that has nothing to do with him, and that's what hurts. You're sad.
You keep cutting out.
Okay, the bastard. FBS has the best channel on MobTube. Hey, Silvio, you're entitled to have that opinion.
It's better now.
Yeah, you're going to get it. That's their content, keeping the drama going. He's respectful, so always will be respectful channel. I just can't keep up. Octavia.
But Lee, imagine how he's going to get treated.
Who's going to get treated? Joe says, Lee, they caught you trying to play games behind the scenes. Now you're crying, the sky is falling. There's no games that they caught me doing. Do you understand that, Joe? But you know what, Joe? You're going to run back to Tony, but what are you going to do when his show's no longer here? It's only a matter of time. And then all you guys that run around with Tony and stuff, you'll all be over on other people's shows, kissing ass, trying to get their shows. That's what you're going to be doing, Joe. I totally disagree with Tony making threats to people online. He shouldn't be giving people's numbers out, but he mentioned he's had threats and been abused online. Tony started it. He started the doxing. Come on, Gypsy Godfather. All you got to do is go back to that. And people countered him because they got hit. I mean, you guys do remember the call to Smokin, what's his name? Gunsmoke the Dawn, his father. He made father. Oh, John's got a lot of nice things to say to me. I like reading John's stuff. John says, Lee, Tommy hated you. Okay. What are you trying to say, Tom, John? Are you talking about my brother, Tom? You see that people, that's what low lives do. Like he brings up my brother. But you know what, John? I'm still not going to knock you out. How do you like that? John Wolf, FBS is the Walter Mitty of this genre. Okay. I'm not going to knock anybody out for their opinion. If you go into FBS's room and say that you like my show, you will be thrown out. Low blow, go on after Tommy. Vikings, that's what they do. But you see, that John guy is probably some looking like just a disgusting creep. Anybody that goes after Tommy, and if Tommy hated me, so what? What does that have to do with Tommy dying? I'll tell you, Natalie's name is Tony's mom. Okay. What is Mr. Cole? Have you noticed it's because a one to help you if your show is good enough with you and none of these scams like FBS. Okay, Tony Pizza ahead. He needs professional help. How you doing, my man?
What's up, man?
Not much. Yourself?
I'm doing great, man. You know, I watched Tony's stuff from last night and this morning on here, and I was totally disgusted by what he said. It was really terrible.
Right.
The things that he was saying about Smokin Tommy and some racist stuff that he was saying, it really, really, really turned me off on him, man. And, you know, I'm only subscribed to a couple of these channels. I'm not subscribed to FBS, and, you know, I listen to Tony, I listen to Tom and stuff like that, you know, and I've been in the loop, man, from the beginning. All right. And Tony Pizza's got a problem. All right. And the problem is YouTube. He's gaining too much attention from this YouTube shit. That's the problem with him. He's enjoying this. He loves this shit. He ain't going to stop. He ain't got nothing else better to do than to sit on that telephone in his car and talk shit about people. All right? And Lee.
But he's going to give up all that money that he's making and everything.
He's loving it. He's loving it, dude. He's making more money now than he has in 20 fucking years. He's not going to give this up.
He's making more money than the average Joe.
Yes. Yes.
You know,
this drama it does nothing but benefit him. He could keep going. He could bounce from Tom LaVecchia to Fat Bald Sicilian to Vinny, whoever the fuck is next. Now you're next. You're up on his fucking docket. Yeah, he's going to try to slaughter you now. And I appreciate everything you do, Lee. You really do a good job, man. I've been following you from the beginning, and you've had some hiccups, but you do a good job, man. You put the truth out there, and I really trust what you tell us. I think that you try to do the best that you can, and that's really all we can, hope that you do. Don't try to sugarcoat it. Give us some bullshit, and try to lie about some things. I really trust your opinion, Lee.
Well, I found myself going into these chat rooms defending Tony and knowing I was wrong.
Yeah, you're right. But Tony, he really is a likable person, but he's got problems up here, man. He's got problems. He really does need to be on medication.
It could be something as simple as medication that makes it all okay.
It could be one pill. If he takes one pill, he's chill for the whole day. And he's good. Yeah. And I don't recommend people going on medication to mask problems. But he's got more problems up here than a fucking psychiatrist can take care of. All right?
And the longer you keep those going, the worse it gets. It gets to the point where you can't cure it. And that's what's going on now.
I'm a registered nurse, man, and I can identify problems like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a doctor or nothing like that, but I know when people got problems, and a little bit of medication could help them out. And I'm not saying a pill mill for everybody is going to solve the problem,
Right.
Now
you're talking about changing the balance in your brain. That's all you're talking about.
Absolutely,
That's normal.
absolutely. There's a balance there, and his is like this. Okay, if he takes that little pill, boom, he'll be level. Maybe he could go out and get a job and be a positive attribute for society. But right now, he's sitting in his motherfucking car in a QT gas station where he goes and takes a shit. He's happy as hell.
Yeah, to him, he's not homeless because he has a car.
He's not homeless. He's got a car. He's got a residence. It might be small, but shit, that's what he's got. I like Tony.
That's for him, but I'm not going to sit back and let him shit on me like he's been doing. He's been shitting on me for 2 days.
Let me tell you something about Tony. All right, he has done it prior to 2011. All right, the world changed on 2001. I'm sorry, not 2011. But 2001, the world changed for us, at least Americans. All right. Before that, he was in the street and he was doing shit. Okay. He personally told me some shit that it blew my mind, because when he told me, I was like, there's no way that he could know this unless he was involved in it. And he told me, and I knew about it. And when he told me, I was like, this guy's for real. All right. And I'm talking about some backwoods shit. I'm talking about nobody would suspect unless you were there to see it when it happened. And I was there and I saw it. So he's legit, man. He's definitely, when he says he's cut from a different cloth, him and Vinny, they are definitely from a different cloth. You won't find people like that no more these days. They don't make gangsters. They don't make people like that no more. All right? Because times are different, of course. There's a camera on every street corner. You can't do the things that you used to do. But he's done it. No lie. When he talks about shit, he's for real. He knows what he's talking about. But he's so far gone, it's hard to reel him back in, And maybe if he went to a medical professional and sought a little bit of, a little help from the outside, from, medical people, they could probably get him back. But as of right now, this guy, he's so far gone.
He doesn't realize that these people in his chat room are cheering him on because they don't give a shit.
Let me tell you
something.
See
this insanity.
Yeah. So now I've been following Tony Pizza ever since this stuff started with FBS and all that. And I thought he was a joke until I really found out who he was and what he's done. Okay. I've given him money. All right. $10 here, there, but he kicked me out of the chat room for no reason. I was a loyal ally, a soldier, and he kicked me out. Why?
Yeah.
He's got 130 people watching him, but he's got 7 people in his chat room because everybody else is blocked. Yeah. And he's telling people to hit the like button. You want me to hit the like button, but I can't chat? What kind of shit is that?
Exactly.
He's got 7 people in his chat room. They all got wrenches.
Okay. Okay, my man, I'm going to let you out, but I appreciate you coming in, okay?
Right on, brother. Rock on.
You're welcome anytime. Thank you so much.
All right.
Well, if anybody else wants to come in, I'm going to put the invite down here. Now, you guys see that the last gentleman that was in here was a fan of Tony's. And then Tony kicked him out of the chat room. I mean, and he's done that to so many people. Lee Cole, I know you have all entertained someone living to his claim. I don't know how you all even entertain someone living in a car with zero proof to his claims. Lacasio, you got a good point. I can't fight with you on that. So you know that. You're a pretty serious guy. I like you. As a matter of fact, this guy has a very interesting show. You should check it out. Stuff. You're absolutely right, my man. I'd say he was evil, but he's insignificant. I don't even think he lives up to it. That's a great saying. The guy craps in gas station bathrooms. God, gas station bathrooms are dangerous. John, do you crap in bathroom station in bathrooms in gas stations?
No way. No way. All the herpes and all these communicable diseases and prostitutes with diarrhea. No way I will put my ass cheeks on a public toilet.
Harvest and sorrow. I got to know you a little bit better before I give you a wrench, brother. I've made that mistake before. Okay, Ray.
How you doing?
What's up?
How are you?
Good. So what's up, my man? What do you want to discuss?
Mhm.
I just hate backstabbers.
Right?
I think you put it in Tony's ass the other night.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you want to watch?
I would. I'd like to lube your tits up a little bit, Lee.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of
I'd
lube?
like to
What kind of
put my
lube you gonna
crowbar
use?
right down the middle of you.
I can't keep him on, people, because then he can get my channel taken down. But it's obvious he's in love with me. He wants to lube my titties, and he wants to do bad things to my hiney. Okay. John, they follow you in here. Is this your army or something?
No, he doesn't.
Hey.
He's not one of mine.
Hey, Ray, I just want to tell you one thing. I appreciate you being a viewer. Thank you very much. Okay. You never know what you're bringing up here. I got caught, so now he tells all on Tony left. I don't. Okay, Joe. John Wolf. Who the hell is this guy? Tony Pizza is homeless because he used to sleep in a broom closet in Sons of Italy's building, and it was seized by the feds because of the gambling. Explain that building that Tony claimed that he owned.
Okay. The other night he was telling a story about the Colombo family. He said that Sonny Franzi's son had wore a wire and got everybody pinched for some gambling operation, and the Fed seized this building. So I'm just looking online, and I spotted this article. It was a building, the Sons of Italy building, or they were using that Monica, and they were running. The Colombo family was running a gambling operation out of there, and it was around the same time period. So I read the article, and I don't think, like I said, I think he was just sleeping in the broom closet.
Yeah, he had nothing to do with that building.
He had ownership of it. No, I don't think he had anything to do with the Sons of Italy or anything like that.
Nicosia, how do I say that first name? I don't want to mess it up, my man.
It's okay. It's a Nicosia.
I say Nicosia.
Nicosia.
What's up, John?
Okay.
John, you come on.
I've never heard it like that.
Well,
They say Nicosia down here.
I like your stuff, by the way. And
Yeah, what do you like, Lee?
I just like this way you do stuff. You know,
Like the
I
way I
like
do
to,
it?
yeah, I just like,
You realize this space is going to get a lot nuttier, right?
oh my gosh, you're not joking.
You know who started a YouTube channel, correct?
Who's that?
Our friend,
Who?
Anthony Ramundi, the great.
He started his own channel?
He started his own channel. I think we should all plug him, help him get some subscribers. He's only got 4. Not
No,
saying I'm the largest. No, why not? Why not? It's about to get nuttier. You thought it was nutty. Now it's going to get nuttier.
well, maybe him and Tony can do a show together.
No, I don't think that's happening.
Yeah, but I didn't realize he started his own channel.
He started a show. It's going to get nuttier.
Yeah, I think Stack's kind of getting, so he has to start his own channel.
I think so. I think Stax is even getting tired of his claims, especially after he snitched on his channel. I don't know if you've seen that, but that wasn't a
Yeah.
good look.
I was kind of proud of Stacks yesterday. He said some stuff that really made sense.
Oh, what did you
And-
say? I didn't catch it. I don't watch. I
Well,
can't sit there
he
for
went
an hour.
after. Well, he basically went after FBS for the stuff going on, and he went after Tony, and then Raimondi came on his show and called me a child molester again, And he yelled at Ramondi and said, "Stop saying that shit. It ain't true." So I was very surprised that he stood up for me.
Stacks sometimes has decorum. There's sometimes moments of light. Very rarely,
Yeah.
but sometimes there's moments of love. I don't get the FBS hate, though. I'll keep it real. I watch both you and FBS. I said them multiple times. You guys have your good points and bad points, but
Right.
at least you guys do shows. I think you said that, and that's a fair point. Did you get a burner phone yet?
No, no.
Why not? Why didn't you get a burner phone?
It's just not my thing, man. I'll be honest.
But you see what's
with you.
happening. People keep doxing stuff. I don't know. I mean, a lot of people claim they've been in the streets, but no one's really acting like it. I hate to say it. People sharing emails and phone numbers. I kind of question it all.
You got a great reason to question people.
Well, no one doing it. All right, John. Well, I'll catch you later, buddy. You're coming in and out. I'd like to see you on my channel, though, John. Take it easy, guys.
Hey, thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
All right,
Anytime,
take care.
too.
Be well.
Okay. See, I like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ramondi, did you ever see that guy Mafia made? I don't know his name.
Yes. Yeah, I seen him. The guy that wanted to meet Sammy in the
I'm
park.
surprised nobody talks about him because he's like,
I was just
he's
Nicosio
really
that
drunk
was
and
just
he,
Nicosio that was just here. I like him because he's very point blank. He doesn't kiss nobody's ass. And that's the kind of people you want around you. You don't want people coming in and saying, "Oh, you're my
Right.
hero," you know? And that's what a lot of people do with Tony. They think that he's some kind of hero. He's not. I mean, he turns on his friends.
yeah,
FBS
he's got
is
a
one of those
horrible
guys-
attitude.
FBS is one of those guys who hugs old people with his hands in their pocket. I don't okay. Subscriber, God bless Tommy. May he rest in yes. People, may Tommy rest in peace. I mean, he was one of us. He came on here, and but for him to do a show this morning and make fun of death was really the turning point for me. It was just very, very sad.
He did that this morning.
Yeah, the name of the show was "Funny How God Takes Out My Enemies for Me." That was the
Oh
name
yeah,
of the
takes
show.
out my enemies or something
Yes, that was based on Tommy.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I haven't watched any of the shows in a while. But
Joey Dimes drinking.
yeah, that
okay.
that Tommy, I knew when I seen him, he was sick. I mean, you could tell.
Okay, John says, John hates my guts, but we'll keep John coming up here. See, I see you and Tom trying to use Tommy's death to dig on subscribers' heartstrings, and you guys weren't his friends. FBS, his friend Beerley says anything. Okay, John, just so you do know, did I ever say I was his friends? Do I ask anybody for money? Do I have a Cash App? I don't have any of those things. So, John, you're basically talking out your ass. So come up with a better excuse. Okay. So, John, what do you think about that I let people that are talking smack stay on and I don't block them?
I like that. I will never block anybody. I think let them speak their opinion, and
Well, if you block
if you block
somebody, John, you would go from 3 subscribers to 2 subscribers. That was a joke, John.
Wait, what you mean you go 3 subscribers?
I was making fun of the size of your station, your channel.
Oh. I
Usually
got a
you tell
little
me-
novelty thing going on. I enjoy
Okay.
watching this stuff.
Steve says I blame all this on FBS's computer chair. Hey, listen, those chairs actually look pretty comfortable, don't they? Leave Josie alone. She's now responsible for knowing. I'm not saying anything to Josie. I've had too many battles with Josie. Let me tell you something. Josie has more balls than any of these guys on here. And she by far gave me more issues and trouble. And she's smarter than any of these guys that I have to deal with. That I can tell you. Johnny Mac is too busy picking Tony's bum hairs from the teeth to smell the coffee. Johnny Mac is going to get himself in trouble by being so loyal to this guy especially when you start going after federal judges. Have you ever dealt with a federal judge, John?
2002.
Oh, you did? You did?
Yeah, 2002. I don't talk about my record or anything. I will tell you this: I'm not a thief. Not a thief, not a sex offender.
So you just kill people?
No.
John, you got that look like you can kill somebody. So, if you ask me to come visit you at your house, I'm not coming over. That's like going to Arizona to visit Sammy Gavano. I guess I could see that if you were watching Stooley's channels. Okay. People, I'm trying to get you to read your stuff today. If anyone says anything disrespectful towards Tommy, you're getting removed from this channel without hesitation. Subscriber does not fuck around. No, Old Blue Eyes definitely not blocked. He's one of the team. Okay. No, does anybody want to ask John a question while he's up
giving
here?
him cigarette money.
How does FBS buy his cigs with no money or job, or wait, he begs for money, get a job? Okay. Well, he actually does pretty good on his channel. I don't think he's going to do as good now not having Ali there, but he actually does pretty good on his channel. But losing Ali is a blow.
I think a lot of defense attorneys are watching these channels to get an angle on an appeal.
Oh, they are. They absolutely are. A matter of fact, you know whose defense attorneys are watching these channels? You know that guy in jail, Stephen Crea? Do you?
Yeah, Crea.
Justice Tech's
isn't that
father, I believe.
Right.
Yeah. So
right, I know this down.
They're
Isn't
filing
that his son or something?
Yes, and they're filing an appeal based on John Panisi's channel and Pasqua.
Well, I wonder if that will void his immunity deal.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to have some immunity deals broken on this. Oh, I'm sure you're watching, Lee. Keep your side of the street clean. Then it's good. Okay. Well, I'm not going to pull up John Wolfe. He's here. Lee Cole. Okay. See, I'm way behind here. We always
Tony, they're going to
people.
send Tony to a USP for threatening the judge. He's not going to an FCI.
Where's he going to go? Where would he go, John?
He's going to go to a USP. A USP. He's not going to go to an FCI or anything like that. Even though he's 55 years old, if he threatened a federal judge, they're going to send him to a USP, which is a real prison, a real federal penitentiary. That's where he's going to end up.
How about the two guys that,
age,
right?
Which two guys?
The two guys that threatened the judge at Tony's orders. He did it. The two guys that did it for Tony.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, if that's the case, I'm sure they'll throw a conspiracy charge in on that.
And it's funny, he doesn't even say sorry about it. He doesn't even say sorry about it. He came on today and he was bragging about it. He just doesn't get it. Tony Pizza does not have a story. He's never
he's not that bright.
Octavia.
I'm sorry. I just think that about him. He just reminds me of this guy who lives in the trailer park and just talks trash all the time. I don't know.
Hey, Lee, if you keep associating with Gene, the FBI will be watching you closer and closer. Good point. But I don't care. I have nothing to hide. Maybe 10 years ago, that would have been an issue. But what are they going to watch me for now? I mean... And I don't pull no punches, people. Gene's my friend. I don't give a shit who knows. And I'm not going to give up a friend because people, then you'll hear stupid people saying Gene's using me. Gene don't ask me for a damn thing, ever. Matter of fact, once again, Gene sent me this book right here. The story of it. And inside, he wrote, to my friend Lee Cole, Gene Barillo. So,
oh, wow.
That's from Gene, and I don't give a shit who knows. You know, people.
You started reading it?
Yeah, it's actually a pretty good book. I'm halfway done. When I read this book, I
Did he
realize.
write it, or he had a writer write it?
Well, he's like most guys. I'm sure he had. The guy that wrote this is actually, his name is Mano. He's written a bunch of mafia books. And so, Lico, every street person assumes a phone conversation, conversation. Yeah, but you know what? I don't record conversations of any normal Joe. Like if John Wolf called me, I'm going to record that shit because. Okay, I was interested to hear Tony's pizza story that he just isn't telling it. In the meantime, he lost me because he is too vile. Unfortunate. Carlos is trying hard not to lose his last tooth. Hey, I can't talk. They make fun of my teeth, and I got all my teeth on the bottom, see? And I'm missing some on top because I don't put my my dentures in on both sides. Carlos Munoz, one in black. That's right. When you come in the room and Carlos sees that you're female, guys, if you don't want Carlos to throw you out, just get yourself a female avatar and go in the room and start flirting with Carlos. Carlos will let you say anything you want to say.
Good idea.
Yeah, but you know what it is? He doesn't realize he's
like a catfish.
Carlos
record all his personal chats to me and make a whole big long video about it.
Carlos doesn't realize half the time he's flirting with these with these avatars. They are guys pretending they're women because they know that Carlos. Lee, is it true that you and FBS are related? You both share that missing neck. I can really see the resemblance. Hey, wait a minute. I got a neck. What are you talking about? Okay. I have a neck. Okay. He doesn't have a neck. I have a neck. Stop that. I love these insults. Tony is on YouTube, YouTube for money. That's it. Handouts, no different than his Park Avenue corner. I couldn't have said it better. Okay, let's see. Harry called me. She wants that too. Did you guys see how mad Carlos was the other day? Carlos was really mad the other day. And he goes, fuck you guys talking about my teeth. If you don't like my teeth, fuck you. You didn't see that?
No way he did that at. What channel?
Just recently. Lee, what happened with Damien and Gotti Jr.? See, I know all the good stuff, people, and I keep that to myself. Okay? Come on. I'm not going to stay out. You know, Damien's a psychotic person that threatens my life like at least once a week. Okay. But, you know, he likes to play the games.
Gotti Jr.'s got size on him.
Huh?
Damien's only like 160 pounds.
Yeah, he's not a big guy. Yeah, Michael and Sammy are a different league when Johnny A. Light and Jimmy and the rest are fighting for minor places. Gypsy Godfather, great point. So it wasn't Tony Lee. I don't know what you mean by that. But Michael, John, let me ask you a question. That Michelangelo, what's up with that picture? Because I actually think that's the best Italian, frozen Italian dish that there is on the market is that Michelangelo's, especially the lasagna. Lee, you always mess it. Oh, you ain't joking. I've been messing up my whole fucking life. But anyway, Lee, I'm catching up. Threatened the judge. Yeah, he had a couple of his goofballs do it too. They were all involved. Not a smart move.
Who was the other two?
I can't say.
Who was the other two, Lee?
I can't say. No. They were two losers that are on his channel. And then Tony said something. So you know what Tony will do tonight? Most likely he's going to dox my number to get even with me because he can't use his mind to get even with me. So he'll dox my number. if two people on here do something wrong and crazy, are you responsible, Lee? That's what John's saying, Lee. Why don't you come up here, dude? Instead of talking a bunch of shit, why don't you come visit? A matter of fact, I'll put an invite down here. Here's an invite. Come show your face and come talk to me. You know we got these two things, the men between our legs. They're called balls. Now grab your balls and come up here. That's what I like about Lee's. He'll stand his ground. I try to.
Stand his ground. That's what Texas will do to you.
I'm a New Yorker. But I love Lee up with Gotti Jr. and Damien. You brought it up, so tell us, please. Nah, John Master, I'm not going to start telling you that. That's just going to open up a big fucking can of worms. Then if Damien shows up here, I gotta put him out of his misery. So cringe, you're only hurting yourself. Don, do you ever have anything nice to say to me? I got 184 people that like cringe right now. They're here watching the cringe. Lee, why do you have Amber blocked? I don't have no Amber. Amber who? I don't think I'll check that, but Amber Alert. There was some Amber Alert. They were making fun of me. I blocked them a long time ago. When is Tony going to tell his story? You've been waiting. Well, you're going to keep on waiting.
He has no story. He has no story.
I'm empathetic. I felt sorry. I'm empathetic too. I understand exactly what you're saying, Dave. I felt sorry for Tony, but he's homeless for 20 years. He's healthy. He works. He's homeless a year or two. Okay, I could see it. You're right. Either you want to work or you don't want to work. And we are so lucky as human beings. I'm 60 years old and I miss having the energy to work. I spent a lot of time working in the restaurant industry, and you'd have to work 60 hours a week. I wish I had that energy to be able to work now. John, what kind of work do you do, if I may ask? John?
Now or what I did my whole life?
Basically, what is it you do for a living?
A drug counselor. Basically, I work for a physician who's a grant hustler, and she got a grant for us to teach choice theory to homeless people and recovering addicts.
So you work with a lot of homeless. So when you see Tony,
they got a lot of them here.
So when you see Tony as a counselor, what is your
Well, this is the thing. I see a lot of people like Tony Lee. I'm gonna talk about this for a little bit. I see a lot of people like him. You know what? Not everybody wants to have a home, a wife, kids. Just some people are they just live life shooting off the hip, light up a Marlboro cigarette, fuck this, fuck that. It's always everybody else's fault. I see a lot of that, a lot of blaming other people, just a lot of negativity. And, that's just, this is the thing. We have to, sometimes you got to tell yourself, well, why do I care how he's living? I'm comfortable in my own skin. If he's comfortable in his own skin, and, so what you do is you try to look for that person who's stuck there, who doesn't want to be in that situation. And that's who you try to divert your resources to that.
If you can help
because
one out
you
of 100
have
people, you're succeeding.
Well, this is what I'm about to say. I'll have 100 people come in like Tony Pizza, and they just there to see what they can get for free. Oh, I have a Medicaid card. What can I get for free? They'll come through the program to see what they can get out of it or whatever. But like I said, there's just a lot of people that this is how they want to live life, and a lot of it is they just have a really negative attitude, and they don't care about the same stuff that most people do. Let me tell you something, Lee. I enjoy air condition. I want to sleep in the bed at night. And if I gotta fucking do whatever to keep that, that's what I'm gonna do. Well, that's my rock bottom, so to speak, right? So everybody has a different one, and he's just he's comfortable. He's riding around in a car. He's got his YouTube thing going on right now. So and he's got his cigarettes. He's eating lamb chops at the motel. I mean, he's just kind of going through life. Some people live life like it's a prison term.
So, people, you just met the real.
He's 55. He might have another 15 years here. Yeah. He's just going to endure it until the end, and that's just how it is.
See, this is the real John Wolf. See, you guys thought he was some crazy shaman, but he's not.
Okay, that stuff there. It's been around forever. It's like people think like, oh, it's devil worshiping. Kabbalah is Satan worship. What did you know about Kabbalah? They know nothing about it.
John says you want him to get kicked off.
When they don't
Let me read this.
John
says you want him kicked off YouTube. So you're saying that he's to blame for two people that follow all these chats, probably does something crazy. You're just like FBS. John, what he actually did, him and his little goofy friend, the other night when they were on, they were telling people to unsubscribe from my channel. Okay. And I did nothing that night. You never tell people to subscribe from another person's channel. That's what they were doing. So get your shit straight, John. Stop being a simp. Tony Pizza shoots himself in the foot regularly. He probably needs meds, but is not open for that treatment. It's too bad, Paul, because I got a funny feeling if he took some meds, he'd be okay. Do you think he needs meds, John?
If he changed his attitude.
Are you on meds?
I think if he was just more positive, I think if he was more positive, he would. But this is the thing. At the end of the day, who cares if he's living in a car? If he's comfortable, if that's what he wants to do, can't get, because there's a big thing. A lot of people are like, oh, look at this guy. I can't believe he's doing this. He won't do this. He won't do what I'm doing in life. And, he may not want to do what we're doing in life. He may not want to do that, So
John Wolf,
those two guys are suspicious.
Yeah,
you know who that is, Alphonse? You ever heard him talk?
No.
Oh, he asks us a lot of specific questions.
Oh, Blue Eyes, her brother's nice seeing you here. How are you? Salute. Okay, right. Is this that real Anthony Raimondi? I doubt it. Oh, who are you to subscribe medicine to anyone, Lee? Are you a psychologist, Lee?
What is that word there?
Hey, let me ask you a question. If this is the real Tony, do you think, Tony, you can attack me for 2 days and I'm just going to sit back and do nothing? Think about it. For 2 days, man, you and that goofball buddy of yours have attacked me. And I just sat back. I was hoping that you would just end it, and you continued it. You did it all fucking day today. So now you don't like your medicine, right? So I got an idea. I'll tell you the same thing I tell FBS. Don't attack me. I'll leave you alone. But if you attack me, then we're just going to get into it. And you have a lot more weaknesses than I do. Okay. You aren't going to steal my Johnny, Lee. Oh, that's your Johnny? This must not. I don't want him. You can keep him. You can keep him. Okay, we know this ain't the prince. Johnny is mine, Lee. Get your own, boy. Okay. Tony the man with 1,000 excuses to be a real man. Support himself. Tony the victim.
And I want to talk about this.
Okay, let's.
Lee, that victim mentality, he expressed that when he gave us that 9/11 story. It was almost like, screw those people. What about me? I can't get my property back. You see an
Exactly.
example of it right
That's
there.
all he cared about was that property. He says, I would make John Wolf my woman.
Care less that 5,000 people were burning to death.
Did you just hear that, John? He said he would make you his woman.
Yeah, that's what he thinks.
Hey, John, I noticed you work out. You're in pretty good shape, dude. You look like
Yes, I'm like a
could
machine,
handle-
Lee.
yeah,
That's why I say when
noticed
I
that,
look
man.
at him, well, I'm familiar with how the body is, and I look at him and I see the way he's standing and all. He's fucking weak. He's 55. He smokes cigarettes.
So,
He's all mouth. He's got a raspy voice, and people get intimidated by that. They automatically think he's a
so
gangster.
how would
'cause
you
he's got a
how would
trash
you
mouth.
describe Jeff Nadeau's body?
Oh, gee, he's like a fire plug, man. He's like a fire hydrant.
Team Pizza is the winning team. You want to win? Come over here. Okay, John. Listen. And also, what this says. Listen, people. I'm admitting to you that I said to Johnny Mac two things. I said to Johnny Mac that one, Tony needs a headset because his phone had too much interference and really hurt my show. I'm not lying about that. And I also said Tony needs to be on meds. So if I said something wrong, I'm sorry, but it's the truth. We are terrible to attack a homeless man, fucking guy at 16 years to get a job. Give me a break. He's gotten a couple jobs since we've been on here, and every time he gets a job, he works one day and he leaves. ALR, we got destroyed from Tony, but we learned in this group, even with Sandra, okay. And people, I'm not going to go crazy long today, just so you know. Anthony, Octavia, I'm sorry, you're talking to Octavia there. I'm just trying to get it through as many of these. Oh, look at Pizza Simp, Ned Spencer. Pizza. Oh, I'm smart. Hey, people in the room, I'm supposed to have myself. Can you take that Ned Spencer and just get him out of here for life? You're going to make me do it? Come on, guys. If you want wrenches, you got to watch the room better. I don't care for Tommy, but I feel bad for it's you. If he could have been a good guy. Vinny said Tommy gave him $500 toward the kid drive. That's okay with me. Exactly. Listen, it doesn't matter how you think about somebody in life, but if they die, at least give them that respect. How many people have lost somebody that they hated but felt bad about it? You know? But I can't believe that I had John Wolf on this show all this time. Usually, you know, the first time we met John on this show, he had a turban on his head. Okay. Boy, it's amazing.
Tomorrow I'm going to have a special video for y'all.
Okay, he says, I'm going to cornhole Lee for his betrayal. I respect Lee and FBS for taking all questions and not instantly deleting comments. Tony will only allow his wrenches in. Exactly. It was horrible saying now that you're going to skin Tommy and make him a Macy's Day float. Who said that? Did he actually say that? You're crazy, John. Okay, he said that he was going to skin Tommy and make him a Macy's Day float. His thumbnail says, God kills my enemies and rants on Tommy. He has zero content and he attacks other channels. That's true. Okay, let's see. Lee 3, you are such a great guy. I love my pals who stabbed me in the back. Okay. And you sound like one of the Simps over there. Hey, and I'm an Irishman. Why the fuck are you attacking me? You guys know Tony's Irish too. You know that, right? He's not really Italian. That's another story. So someone
didn't know
died,
that.
and you all tell it like it is. I hope this
If you're
gentleman's
gonna be
family
something
can.
else, why an Italian?
Why would you say that? Because this genre is Italian? Anthony Raimondi, he's
I
Italian.
mean, I'm just saying, You
Octavia
could be
Tommy
the
died,
descendant
not
of some
Tony.
king in Austria.
Octavia Tommy died, not Tony. Tommy was not a fanboy, was not a fan of Tony Pizza. Also, Tony was bashing a man who just passed away. The family lost a father, grandfather, and husband. Very sad. Good point, Tom. Good point, Anthony. I had I did a show on Tommy, but Tommy wasn't mad about it. Tommy was like, "Wow, I'm getting my own show." I've even done. Have I done a show on you, John?
A long time ago, you did.
So
when
you
I
mad
did
at
the
me?
voodoo curse on you.
Oh, that was funny.
No, of course not. I enjoy the attention.
Joey
I hope
Downs, thank
people
you
are
very
talking
much.
about me.
What did Tony and this guy see? What did Tony and this guy see? I don't know what that you mean by that. Johnny the Greek from London. Tony was made by all 5 families as far as he is concerned. So do you guys think Tony's going to come on right after I stop here?
He is super private. Could you imagine what the conversations sound like between him and the sister and the mother? And
oh my
the yelling
God.
and screaming. And
Oh God. I can't. I wouldn't even want to picture that conversation. I bet if you put your hand down FBS Snickers, you would probably feel here he raised his father's. Oh my God.
Oh.
Grant, come on. I cannot believe how many people have written stuff today. Why is Amber Alert blocked? She's a fan of Lee Cole. I see her defending Lee in the other chats. Okay, so Amber Alert basically named herself after me, and they're in the other chats defending me. Come on. Johnny the Greek, another great ceiling to look at. Lee lives, ours didn't. You know that. Bama, that's enough for me. I have had a chance to see myself. You're using Tony and the FBS scammer to even mention their lion scam names. You pick the comments going in your direction. Bama, I just read your comment. If I have 1,000 comments in here, Bama, do you realize how hard it is to just read everyone? It's impossible. Tony Montana says, I joined Tony Pizza's live chat for the first time a month ago, made an anti-FBS joke, and he misread the joke thinking it was about him and blocked me and told me to go F off. Guy's not all there. Yeah, he's blocked a lot of innocent people. John Lee, I got to go. Great laugh. Thank you, Octavia. You have a nice one. Listen, people, I'm going to go too. I'm not going to have a long show today. But I like people for being here. And I like to thank you. Oh, wait, did I miss reading this? Oh, Cecile Clayton says, Wolf, I'm from your neck of the woods. I thought you were a nut job, but listening to you today changed my opinions of you a little. Laugh out loud. John, you got a new fan. So you got a compliment, John. Hey, John's not a bad guy. He just wakes up on this. He wakes up on the side of the bed and says, "I'm going to fuck with Lee today." I hate when he gets up on that side of the bed. I've always liked John. That's why it always bothered me when he hit me. DZ, thank you. A few days ago, Tony
We
was
gotta
great.
keep the drama up.
Everything he said, something about FBS, you were the big fanboy laughing. Now he's a bad guy. DZ, you're absolutely right. But you know something? What am I supposed to do? He's been talking about me in his chats I've been ignoring it. You know, eventually you got to wake up. You know something? Once he attacked a dead man for dying, you got to think twice. But when he starts attacking federal judges, I want no part of that. Look at
That
this
is
is horrible.
stupid.
Rest in peace, Carlos Munoz. Oh, we got to get one of Rocco. Rocco, how you doing, brother? Appreciate you being here. Gosh, people, so many. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe how much you have up here today. There's got to be at least it's going to be interesting. I'm going to read live. I had 20,000 people that came in and actually was in a chat room writing stuff. Not 20,000 people. We had like 200 people, but everybody was continuously writing in the chat room. People, I like to say goodbye to everybody. John, you take care. Thanks for showing up, brother. You're welcome anytime.
Thank you.
Okay?
See y'all
Everybody
later.
take care. I'm going to close the show down. Everybody take care. Thank you. John's gone, and I just want to say goodbye. And if I'm misreading you, I really, really apologize. But there's so many in here. There's thousands today. I mean, sometimes you guys just keep writing and writing. And I do appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. I really appreciate that. And I appreciate everybody that's been here today. Take care. Enjoy. If you're going to go watch another show tonight, enjoy them and take care. Thank you.